Hello, friends, and welcome back to Malicious Compliance Stories. Let's start our video with a story about Karen, an intern, and a spectacularly failed negotiation. But before we begin, best way to support our channel is to leave comments, like, and subscribe with the turned-on bell so you don't miss the new video every single day. Here we go. From "Let me speak to your manager" to "Blacklist: Karen's downfall." The story happened during my internship at a software development company. The company uses a sheet to estimate the cost of building a piece of software or updating it for clients. This sheet includes details like the employees working on the project, the estimated time it'll take, and other factors. After gathering this info from various departments, the intern calculates the cost and sends it to the client for them to either accept or reject. Since our company's popular in the area, we sometimes have a long queue for estimates. So if you reject one, you might have to go to the back of the line to request a new one. One day, things were slow when I was mostly handling the phones and running coffee errands. A client called in saying she needed a clock-in software for her employees to track their work hours more accurately. By this point in my internship, I'd done about 4 to 5 of these estimates. I'd learned which departments were necessary for each project, so after gathering the client's details, I translated her needs into programmer jargon. About half an hour later, I'd finished the estimate and checked the calculations 3 times. I emailed the client. Not even 2 minutes later, I received an estimate rejected message on the company phone I was given. She replied, "This estimate is non-compliant with me," so I responded with, "We're sorry to hear that, man. Please enjoy the rest of your day," and moved on. An hour later, she emailed again asking, "Is that all you have to say?" At this point, I realized she was trying to haggle, so I reported it to my supervisor. My supervisor called Karen's phone and asked if she wanted the estimate resent. Karen said she wanted a cheaper price, and my supervisor informed her that the price was non-negotiable and that she should accept it as is. Karen then used her signature move, "Let me speak with your manager." My supervisor simply told her that she'd get the same response and hung up. Karen eventually called back and even showed up at the office to renegotiate the price. She was turned away, but she did manage to get a meeting with the manager to file a complaint for poor customer service and unprofessional behavior. My supervisor and I were called in to explain our side of the situation. We showed the chat log and proof that Karen had initially rejected the estimate. When those documents were shown to her, she lost all color in her face and couldn't even look at the manager. She was blacklisted, and we were advised to recommend other companies to her in the future. Wow, Karen really did out-Karen herself here. She rejected the estimate, threw a tantrum trying to haggle, and then escalated it to a complaint meeting where her own rejection was the smoking gun. It's like she walked straight into her own trap. And our second story. You're making a big deal over $10. For context, I'm at a clothing store that ranges from t-shirts to suits, and a man comes in with his wife looking at suits. Ignoring my manager and I, they're going through displays looking for sizes. The man tries a jacket on only to find it's far too small, gets frustrated, and gets my attention. After helping him with his size, he then asked me to grab his size in 2 more jackets and matching pants for each jacket. We need this boost, and this sale's looking incredibly good for us. After trying on the suits, my manager leaves as she's finished for the night, and I'm closing in 4 hours at the time. Late night trading for us, Friday night. C. Customer, me. C. I like these 2 suits. Can you put these aside for now? I'll look around for some more stuff to grab. Me. Not a problem at all. Gives me time to hang these all up and bag them. C. Actually, can I get a new suit jacket? Customer notices a single loose thread which is not actually attached to the jacket, so I go out the back and take the thread off. This happens twice for each suit jacket. Once he's satisfied with them, he goes off on his store walk. After doing a store walk, he comes back to the counter and looks at our shoe display. C. I need shoes. Staring at me. Me. That's no problem, but I need your shoe size and which shoes you want. C. Oh, okay. The customer picks 2 pairs and ultimately decides on the 1 pair to grab. Throwing the shoes on the counter, he then asks, C. What discount am I getting for all this? Also, I will only get 1 suit, not both. Me. Well, the suit comes in a deal, so I can't discount that since it won't let me override it, and the deal's better than any sort of discount I could have given. C. I don't have an account here, by the way, only in other country branch. This is where the issue stems from, as I'm feeling somewhat generous and he's spending over $200 worth of stuff and he can't use his account where I am. Usually when you sign up, it takes a couple days at most, and then you get 20% off any full-price items. Me. That's no problem. I can resign you up for an account for here and apply your discount now. You'll get 20% off the shoes, but because the suit together is a deal, it won't take anything further off that. C. You're telling me I can't discount the suit? Me. Yes, but the suit together gives a bundle where if bought together, they take $20 off the pants. The customer just nods and I proceed to put the customer through. I make his new account, fill in his details, and discount the shoes. After doing so, I read the total out and let him know what's discounted and by how much everything is discounted. He happily pays, I give him his receipt, give him his bags, and he starts to head off. He suddenly turns back to me. See, I just realized I could have bought the jacket and pants separate, discount the jacket, and I would technically pay $10 less. Me. Yes and no. For the suit total, yes, you would save $10, but then the shoes wouldn't be discounted because I can only use your discount in one transaction. C. So refund me the suit, and then we shall do it that way. Me. I'm sorry? I can refund you the suit, but I can't give you a second discount. I don't have that power. C laughs. Sure you can. Come on. Me. I think there's a misunderstanding. I've already used your discount on your shoes. Even if I was to refund your discounted shoes along with the suit, I don't get that discount for you back. You only get one discount for signing up, and I can get in trouble for just giving out discounts. C. Why are you making such a fuss over $10? Me. Sir, it's not a fuss. I'm just stating that I can't just take back your discounts and then apply it multiple times over multiple transactions. Even if I somehow could, I'm not a manager and therefore don't have that sort of power. C, sarcastically, yeah, no, it's whatever. You don't understand. Why are you making such a big deal out of $10? What's your name and what's your manager's name? Happily gives those details for him before he storms out. Oh, the irony. He's accusing you of making a big deal out of $10 while creating an entire scene over it himself. Classic case of the pot calling the kettle black. You can't win with people like that. You did your job, followed policy, and stayed professional while he stormed out. If your manager hears about this, I hope they recognize you for keeping your cool because that level of entitlement doesn't deserve even a fraction of your patience. And our last story. Vegan Karen versus the grocery store. I was at the local grocery store to grab some ground beef for pasta sauce when I encountered a full-on Karen. The meat section was busy with an elderly gentleman taking his time, picking out what he needed. I waited patiently at a respectful distance, practicing social etiquette, when she approached. Karen, why are you just standing there? Me, I'm waiting for the gentleman to finish so I can grab some ground beef. Without asking further, Karen darted to the cooler, pulled out a package, and handed it to me with a triumphant grin. Karen, here you go. I looked down and realized it was some kind of plant-based beef alternative. Me, this isn't what I want. Karen, yes it is. It's vegan. Better for you and better for the planet. I tried to stay polite, but firm. Me, thanks, but no thanks. I'm making pasta sauce and I want ground beef, not this highly processed stuff. Karen, you're killing animals and destroying the planet. You have to buy this. Me, if you feel that strongly about it, why don't you buy it? I'll stick to what I came for. Karen scowled as I slipped past her to grab my ground beef. I thought that would be the end of it, but no. She followed me, ranting about the meat industry and how I was single-handedly ruining the planet. As I moved through the aisles, trying to ignore her, I realized she wasn't going to stop. So I decided to give her a taste of her own medicine. When we got to the pasta sauce aisle, I turned to her with a smirk. Me, you know, plants feel pain, right? When you chop them up, they scream, high-pitched sounds only animals can hear. These poor tomatoes in this can probably died in agony. Her jaw dropped. Karen, that's ridiculous. Plants are meant to be eaten, animals are not. Me, oh really? Then why are there carnivorous animals? Should we lecture lions for eating gazelles? Karen, that's completely different. Animals are animals. We're humans. Me, humans are animals, Karen. We don't just play with our food before eating it. Ever see a lion hunt? It's brutal. She was flustered, but I wasn't done yet. Me, speaking of carnivores, I need to get some cat food. Care to join me? I didn't actually need cat food, but I wanted to mess with her. When we got to the pet aisle, I gleefully announced each flavor as I put it in my cart. Me, chicken and liver, turkey, salmon, beef and gravy. Oh, my cat's going to feast tonight. Karen looked like she might pass out. Karen, you know they make vegan cat food, right? Me, yeah, and it makes cats sick. They're obligate carnivores. Feeding them plants is animal abuse. Karen, they kill birds. Cats shouldn't even exist. Me, actually cats were bred to catch mice. You know, the pests that eat vegan food. Seems like cats are doing more for vegans than you are. By now, I was having the time of my life. Karen, however, looked like she was ready to implode. We made our way to the self-checkout where she finally snapped. Karen, I refuse to let you buy that meat. She reached out as if to block me from scanning my items. Thankfully, an employee intervened. Employee, ma'am, you need to leave. You're harassing this customer and disturbing the store. Karen, I'm saving the planet. You can't make me leave. Employee, if you don't leave, I'll call the police. Karen, fine, but this isn't over. I'll get this store banned from selling meat. Employee, good luck with that. Now, out. As Karen stormed off, she turned one last time. Karen, shame on you and your stupid cat. You're both killing the planet. Finally, she was gone. The employee apologized. Employee, sorry about her. She's done this before. We're working on getting her permanently banned. Me, it's fine. Honestly, it was kind of entertaining. I finished checking out, went home, and cooked my pasta sauce. It was delicious. And my cat, he devoured his beef and gravy like the happy carnivore he is. I can't decide which part of this story is more hilarious. The way you turned the tables on her or the fact that she thought cats should be vegan. Honestly, her persistence in trying to dictate your grocery choices is weirdly impressive in the worst way. Karen may have left the store stewing, but you and your cat came out as the clear winners in this ridiculous saga. Here's hoping she really does get banned for good. There's only so much unsolicited grocery policing one store can take. Hey guys, thank you all for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.